Hey, cool. So, oh, actually doesn't matter. All right. So today, I would like to do some transmog farming. Because there's stuff that I don't have and I want on different characters. Molten Core. Try Sunwell. I haven't done that in a while. Heck yes, indeed, Elise. Heck yes, indeed. Wait, no. I don't need to go to you because there's a portal over there. Duh. Oh, don't worry. There will be a lot of tune switching. I'm definitely going to be switching around on different tunes, so Druid, Warlock, Hunter, whole kit and caboodle. No worries there. Sunwell. I haven't shown my Warlock a whole lot of love in recent times, so I figure it's about time we... it is almost 5, so we could hop over and do the daily, but I'll do that on the... when it turns around to 6. Oh yeah, don't worry there. Yeah, Quildanos. Yeah, I'll be hopping around. I just got another tune. I got my mage to max level. So that's one more. Oh, I can check that off my list. Woohoo! Next, I think I'll probably level up my Death Knight. I tried to emphasize the Quildanos. Alright. That is done. Going to make another quick little list. There we go. I always do try to get the pronunciations right. I do actively look around for pronunciation, so sometimes before they're like stuff that just wasn't enunciated or anything like that, so I had no idea, so I just took a best guess. Quelled and Os, I've known how, but obviously it depends on when you end the quell. Follow me, my friends, and I will take you to a whole new world. So I need the belt and booties. What's going on, Taz? Have you on the background when I try to sleep. Thanks for all the content you make. Hey, no problem. Hope you sleep well and happy to make the content for you. Seed of Destruction. You guys don't know how to use stairs. That was made so much harder. They don't know how to use stairs. That's great. Thankfully, beating the demons out of Kalik is not too hard, so I'm not too stressed about that. My only problem is the lack of, like, insta AoE with Warlock. There you go. It's not a huge problem, but it is just a minor annoyance. Hello, fellow Warlock. There we go. Just make sure there's no more fiends. There we go. Or if Christ compels you. Exactly. Gotta get them pesky demons out of here. And then I think I want to take some time Because there's some Burning Crusade sets that I never actually got, but I always loved. One was the Mooncloth set, which I did just recently craft before the stream. What was it? Was it Shadowweave? Shadowweave and... Was it just those two? Shadowweave and Mooncloth? I thought there was another one. I thought there was another one, but I could be wrong. But either way, I wouldn't mind doing some of that today too. We'll see what happens, but... Let me add... You've helped Sony Hill to manage our 9 to 5 week. Really appreciate you. Thank you. I certainly hope so. Honestly, I didn't expect Sony Hill to like my stuff, to be honest. So I was surprised, to say the least, when people started commenting stuff like that. But I'm just glad people like it and that I help different people in various ways. Some people have said that somehow my voice helps them go to sleep a lot better than other things in their, like, I want to say anxiety, but I don't think that's it. It was something else they mentioned. But stuff like that, it's always nice to read. I've been working on finishing the classic Nax Frost Resist crafted gear. Yeah, there's a bunch of crafted gear that I never tried to craft, because, well, I don't really need it, but certain sets that I just forgot about for whatever reason. Because the Mooncloth robe I always loved. I love it mostly for, like, priests. That's always been my... I remember seeing priests running around with it in chat during BC, and I was just wanting that so badly. Alright, Kalik. This is not going to be nice for you.
No longer will I be a slave to
But it will be nice for me.
Challenge me and you will be destroyed.
You port me in, right? Oh, there we go. Sathrovar. Hello, Kalik.
Never on the losing side.
Oh, no. We need belt and booties. I want to say it drops off the first boss or two. Okay, definitely not the first boss at least, but I think the second one. And the first few, I believe. Okay.
Hold, friends. There's information to be had before this devil meets his fate. Where is Anvina, demon?
Where is Anvina? Anvina's another good character. She doesn't get quite enough attention, I feel. I do want to do a video talking about the Sunwell comic. Madragosa.
You will tell me where they are.
Oh. Thank you for becoming a member. Much appreciated, Taz. I can't really promise much, but I definitely appreciate it.
Speak. I grow weary of asking. Malagos, my lord, I did my best.
That was fun, but I still await a true challenge. Come, try your luck.
Mr. Lothar. Love your channel, friend, just releasing out into retail again. Hadn't played since the end of Lich King. I understand how that goes. Hope your day is going well. Or night, I guess, depending on where you're at. Ooh. Too bad it's nothing that I need. But I'm glad you enjoy the content. I always love hearing that. It still baffles me, honestly. I've been playing around with a bunch of different channels for years, and finally to have one hit to where people genuinely enjoy it and it helps them, whether it be get through their day a bit better, calm down after work, let them sleep a bit better. It's something I never expected to happen. Yes, yeah, it's a Sunwell. I'm running through to hopefully finish off my Sunwell set that I need for my lock. For all you've done for me, it's the least I could do. Well, thank you. I'm glad I help you. It's very much things that I never thought I would do with my videos, so it's great to hear. I appreciate that a lot. Oh, we can also run these. These drop. Oh. Exactly. I was just thinking that. We have Mr. Lothar himself. Oh, please give me the boots. Please. Nope. Oh, yes. Sweet. We got one. There we go. Supreme Commander in the house. Awesome. So we just need the boots. I will never ask for memberships, but it is always appreciated. Let's just run up. I feel like the belt drops off the... No, I think the first guy is braces. Third one might be the belt. I borrowed the name from Mike Myers' SNL skit, but yeah, WoW used it too. I mean, hey, it works either way. Some people will get the Mike Myers reference, others will instantly think of Lothar from WoW, so it seems like a win-win to me. Alright, cool. Let's see, darn it. Okay. I don't know why that was a group death, but alright. Oh. Thank you, Mr. Lothar, for becoming a member. Much appreciated. Yeah. Thank you. It is very appreciated. I was Sir Lothar of Storm Rage back in retail. Okay, nice. My names were always random. Well, actually, when I first started playing, it was just, you know, you use the randomizer and get a name that you like. But over the years, when I started to get many alts, I realized that I needed a better way to actually remember characters' names. So I started just to put words backwards. Oh. Oh, come on. You jerk. We could have finished this with the Warlock right now. So I'll put you in the background now. Enjoy tonight's stream. Glad to see you live. You're seriously awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I hope you sleep well. So let's disenchant some things. That's the biggest... I love having an enchanter for this reason. Because my bags are questionable at best 98% of the time. Do this. There we go. Let me know if the game is too loud. But it, in theory, should be okay. Or if it could be a little louder either way. Alright, so let's head over here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the twins dropped the belt, which they didn't today. Rude. I might be able to get lucky on a mage. Or a oh no. Well, yeah. I could drop it, and if it's not warbound, or if it's not soulbound. These warbound. Oh. Oh, we about to farm this place. I totally forgot about that. The warbound system is definitely one of my favorites. I love Lothar. It's such a pity they did not create more content with him early from vanilla. That would have been great. What's going on, Sean? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for popping into the stream. Cool. All right. Yeah, I forgot that those were warbound and not soulbound. There was some stuff when the warbound system went live that it wasn't warbound, and so I don't know if that was just like an error at the time or what, but I just remember there was a couple things where I had tried, trying to be sure I don't disenchant anything. Okay. I remember I tried to move stuff over, but it wouldn't let me because it was soulbound and not warbound. But it could have been because it was an old collection or something. So it wasn't like newly dropped kind of a deal. Disenchant. Yeah, the new transmog systems that they've implemented are just fantastic. You can fight Lothar LC. There's so much for me to explore. Leatherworking. My druid probably already has that. Okay. Although I never checked to see... I may have to check my warband, because I think... I may have some Sunwell stuff in there that I just never checked. I forgot to go live to Twitch. Yep. Change some things. World of Warcraft. Warcraft. There we go. Alright, there we go. Yeah, Lothar died before WoW started, but it would have been cool if there was some sort of dungeon or something like that that you could see some of his adventures. I think that would have been fun. But he did go out like a boss. I mean, he tried to take out Doomhammer, but then Terralion took up his sword and rallied the troops.
The expendable have perished. So be it.
Bad kill Jaden.
Now I
Naughty boy.
succeed what Sargeras could not.
Oh, I actually got one that I haven't had before? That's surprising.
My place as the true
Ooh,
master of the burning
nice.
beacon.
With how many times that I've farmed this place, it's surprising when something that, you know, pops that I don't have. I think it'd be cool if we can go back and experience some of the older fights somehow. I mean, we have the bronze dragon flight, so in theory we can. It's just a matter of how they could do it for, you know, the game, I guess. Quells a rum. Now I'm curious what sword that is. Get his sword, Quells a rum. Wonder if it'll pop up here. Ooh, looks like Paladin. Okay. My computer takes a while to load whenever I go into a main city. I would absolutely love if they did more caverns at a time. What's going on, Croach? It's Lothar. Oh, it's Lothar's sword, okay. Well, when my computer eventually loads, I'll be able to actually see it. I can't wait till I can get a new computer. Oh, okay. Okay, that's awesome. Alright, so let's head back this way. So what more from, is there anything from BC? If I ever do get to farm the stone vault, that'll be amazing. But that requires winter grasp. Could do Ulduar. Emelon the Stormwatcher, 1225. Oh, come on. I mean, technically, if I can get these from the raid, these aren't too big of a deal. Since, obviously, the robe will cover the pants and the belt, I can find probably a matching one. Passionate Twilight doesn't look quite as cool. Dragon Soul, I always thought this one was pretty sweet. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. That's wicked. Blackrock Foundry, that is Draenor. One of the high blades of Quel'Thalas, I believe, like Quel'Dalar and Quel'Surar. Surar? Because the High Elves swore allegiance to his bloodline, and that's how he was able to get the help in the Second War. He has that badass sword as proof. That is pretty awesome. Draenor. Yeah, Storm Ashran. Let's take care of the inventory issue. Oh, collecting transmogs now is so much nicer. I mean, before, like, I would have to just delete these, the Boots of the Forgotten Protector, if they weren't for my class, so... Now with the changes of warbands, oh, it's so nice. And I'm hoping...
You need something?
Hoping that I might have the Sunwell belt, but it's not looking like it. Black Temple, I know I have that on all my characters. Oh, come on. Rude. Dawn of the Infinites also drops the HD Gore Howl. Okay. I may have to try that at one point. So rude. Ulduar. Ulduar Mimiron. Okay. We can just drop these off. Disenchant. Sunmote. We got that. Let's go. Okay, is there anything else I can disenchant? Okay, I don't need you. Can't sell you, can I? I don't think so. By the way, I recommend the add-on Alt Vault. It will show you all kinds of information on your alts and if they have. Okay, before I was using Altaholic, but the it hadn't been updated for a handful of updates, so it's not working right now. Alt Vault. There's a couple add-ons I'm probably gonna try. I know one is the Better Bags add-on. Alt Vault. I never heard of that one. Alt Vault add-on. Oh, okay. Alt Vault also won't turbo lag your PC, and it looks nice. It definitely looks nice. Honestly, I love the look of it. Well, I have to try this now. Is all game versions? Download. Extract. Throw it into WoW. Okay.
Safe travels.
Let's see if that worked. We shall see.
Good day to you.
Alright, I have no idea where. Oh, Alt Vault. Oh, that's cool. Visit auction house. Okay.
See you around.
Wait, it shows the storage? Oh, that is wicked. Does it show the... Hang on.
Light be with
I don't know if it'll show... Actually, now that I'm checking this, did I by some chance... No, it doesn't look like it. When did I get that? World drop. Lord Alexander's battle axe.
light bless you.
Did the track regular? The only add-ons that I actually use consistently is all the things, and even then, I don't really like track it. My friend just recommended it to me, and I figured why not. It does help with knowing where something came from. Like this ring says Burning Crusade Sunwell Plateau. So it helps in that regard, but otherwise I don't really like actively do a whole lot with it. Have to log on to your alts. Yeah, I had a feeling. That was the same way Altaholic was, where you had to log on to all your alts first, and then it would actually be able to track everything. Which I can definitely do now and just kind of mess around and see. But that's awesome. I will have to recommend that to my friend, because, although to be fair, she probably already has it. She's a big add-on fiend. I don't ask you more. Start at the top. It'll only take 20 minutes per alt. That is wicked. That is seriously wicked. Well, while we're on my mage, I can run through Sunwell real quick. Ah. That is one add-on I'm not a fan of, the better wardrobe. What's going on, Mara? Hope your day is going well, or night, whatever the case may be for you. Yep. I would love if they allowed flying in Silvermoon. Would love to get some crisp aerial shots. Grinding some professions and Mythic Plus probably. Nice. Never been a big Mythic Plus guy. Most competitive stuff I've done is PvP. Check your bank too. I had a feeling. I'm just trying to remember where the heck the bank is in Silvermoon. Is it in the back?
Anaria Shola.
Bank. I mean, yeah, I can do that. But I figured since I was already in a city. Where the hell is it? Oh, well. Alright, well, time to teleport. Okay. Make sure I don't fly into the wrong one. Okay.
Glory to the Sindori.
Cannot wait to see Midnight Silvermoon. Agreed. I'm really curious how they're gonna do all of that. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Get rid of that. I want the player housing like tomorrow. That's something I really want. The amount of hours that I'm gonna spend is absurd. Just to put it lightly. Oh, well, that would make sense. Sure. Do some disenchanting. The more and more I see about player housing makes me so hype. Agreed. I am... Everything I've been seeing, it seems like everything's going in the right direction. They give Lorthamar 2 eye patches. Interesting. So let's see if the Sunwell wants to be nice to me. And he couldn't see his wife. Exactly, it'd be pretty counterintuitive, I feel feel like he would want to see his wife. Alright, so we need... Do we need anything on the mage? I don't think we do. Sunwell... Oh, never mind. We need everything. I do love the idea of just the TARDIS effect on the houses. Be just a nice, quaint two-level home, and then you walk in and it's 17 stories with 120 rooms. All right, so let's see. Oh, phew, I was about to say, I haven't run it on this guy. Make the TARDIS. I mean, that's what they're basically doing, which is pretty awesome. Pardon me. Excuse me. All right. Let's see if we can get that belt for the warlock and everything else for the mage in one run. I don't see it happening. It's actually a crime we didn't get to see Lorthamar and Tharisra's wedding in game. I'm so pissed. I understand. It would have been so beautiful and cute. I'm surprised there wasn't like art or something like that made for it by Blizz. Because did the wedding just happen in a book, or was it just an off-screen thing that they mentioned in passing?
No longer will I be a
I can't remember
slave to
exactly
Malcolms.
when it was mentioned.
Challenge me and you will be destroyed.
Have I done the renewed horrific visions? I have not. I definitely need to, though. There's a lovely short... Oh, okay. Did they actually show it in game? Or is it just them talking about it?
I am forever in your debt. Once
Okay, we got the boot. Oh, this one has all the ones that... this way.
No time to waste.
Is it one of those, like, wait and listen things where, you know, the characters talk about it? There you are. Just them talking about it.
Hold, friends.
I want to say there was something similar in the pre-patch.
This devil meets his fate. Where is Onvina, demon? What
Before the start of Dragonflight. Okay. Because I remember Lorthamar talking to Tharisra about something, but I couldn't remember when the heck it was. Okay, that's it. They talk about their relationship in the wait and listen in Dragonflight pre-patch while waiting in the airship to the dragon. That's it. I knew it was something.
Your magic is weak.
Speak. I grow weary of asking. my best.
The Vow Eternal is the short story where they get married. Okay. I will have to look that up. I think I checked it out at one point. Vow Eternal. Sweet. Alright. Okay. Alright, Brutalis. You're going down. Incidentally, in exploring Azeroth, it's revealed they didn't get a proper honeymoon because they had to go to the Dragon Isles. That would make sense. As sucky as it is, that would definitely make sense. Okay. Still no love for my Warlock, which is rude. Okay, got that. Alright, disenchant you. Oh. Probably makes sense because it's not an actual piece of armor. Felmist.
Kill Jaden will prevail.
Rogue Mage Druid. I'm doing mind-numbing super rare farming out by Dalaran Crater. I've been there, done that. The amount of, I remember the farming I did back in BC when I was farming primals. Oh my god. And Cleft Hoof Leather. That was a big one that was selling for a while. Alright. Hello, friends. Come to me. There we go. And you ran right into that. Little blizzard for you. Dalaran. I will not always be perfect, Elise. I do apologize. It's one of my many, many flaws. I've also said Dalaran for basically since I started playing, so that's also going to take some time getting used to. But I know in game I've heard Dalaran.
Misery, depravity, confusion, hatred, mistrust.
There we go.
Chaos. These are the hallmarks.
Give me some love.
These
Priest.
are
Warlock.
the
Yes.
pillars.
Okay. Warlock will be completed. Lala Wubsy. While at work, love your videos, my dude. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hope work is going good for you. Not sure why, but Twitch video seems to be struggling, and I don't know why. It's like some days it wants to work just fine. Other days it's like, nah. That was closer, but still wrong, you goof. I wish I could be perfect every time, but I was not gifted with that ability. Robes of Faltered Light. That's cool. I'll do a little note here. My karma for this is gonna end up with me having to honor death after saying Draenor. I will say, in videos I always do try to get it as right as I can. In free talking, I can never make that guarantee. Because of course, as we've learned with Dune Mora, yeah, it's almost 20-ish years. Almost 20 years of me saying it one way, so. But Dun Moreaus have always said it.
So be it. Now I shall succeed where Sargeras could not. I will
I never farmed this on this guy? That's surprising.
secure my place as the true
Okay, so let's go for craps and giggles. Let's go to Thunderbluff.
Let the unraveling of this world commence.
God, you got it the second time. I was worried. Like I said, I make no promises for when I'm just free speaking. In videos, I will actively try to get the pronunciations as right as I can every time. But free speaking, I make no such promise. I do love Mulgore. What the hell are they doing? Oh yeah, bank. Where is the bank?
To speak? What?
Down here? Yes.
Oh.
Shows how often I'm on, make a video and make you watch it in a loop. I mean, if you really want to make a video, I wouldn't promise the watching it on a loop thing, but you can definitely make it, and I would check it out. I say, it's sadly not going to change 15, 18 years of how I say something overnight. What class do you main? Druid is my main. Oh, I have boots, right? Yeah, I got boots. I main Druid, but I will pretty much play every class. But Druid is the one that I've always come back to, and it's the one that I've always gravitated towards as far as doing more, not advanced, but just other things in the game. Like PvP is the big one. And then just healing raids or anything like that. So now we can hop back on. Teasers you say it again. I mean, I could almost see you doing that. Maybe not to the full like torture extent. But yeah, I could see something to that extent. Druid, eh? Well, I'm patiently awaiting the Malfurion video. Oh, don't worry. I have plans to go through all the main characters. Malfurion, Tyrande, Sylvanas, which is going to be... Hers is going to be probably the longest. I have a strong feeling hers is probably going to be about 5 or 6 hours. Just because of what all I want to get into the video with her early life. Because the wiki doesn't really have much descriptions about her early life, so I'm very much wanting to be sure I get the relationship between her family and her brother and everything like that. So her video is going to be one that I just chip away at over time while I work on other videos in between. But next up, I think, is going to be Alexandros Mograine. Possibly the about to be like a strict boarding school teacher, swatting your hands for mistakes. Yeah, I mean, if that's what you feel like doing. Like I said, for videos, I will actively try to make that, like, every time, and especially how often I have to re-listen to my voice. Yeah, the wiki doesn't really describe her relationship with her family. It really briefly goes over stuff, like it briefly talks about Lyrith's death and everything like that, but doesn't really fully explain, like, her mother being a lot harder on Ilaria than, you know, anyone else, and how she really didn't want Sylvanas for the Ranger General position because Sylvanas she wasn't good with the politics, and Ilaria was, but Ilaria said, but she's better with a bow. She is the better archer than I am. Doesn't really talk about Varith. So, I mean, there's a lot that is really not mentioning, and so I want to be sure I get that in her video, so I'm going through each chapter of the book, taking notes, and then having AI kind of write it out, and then I'm reading through it and double checking that it actually sounds good and how I want it to, and then going through it like that. So yeah, but yeah, the wiki doesn't really have the details about her past that I think should be in the video. And like I say, the main one being her relationship with Lyrith, because that's a big one. Okay, cool. So he's done with that. That's fantastic. That. I mean, I feel like it would be a pretty sizable entry into the wiki, but there's obviously other ways to write everything, so. Black Temple. Pretty sure all my characters have T6. That's one set that I actively farmed every chance I got. Because tier 4, 5, and 6 were always my favorite sets. Yeah.
Have a good one.
Okay, so let's hop over to another alt. I've always thought Malfurion was pretty cool, but I haven't been able to learn much about him, especially since I play Horde. Yeah, I will definitely do a Malfurion video. That's not a question by any stretch. I definitely will. Because I wanted to do the Alexandros Mograine one since I just did Stratholme. And because, well, Alexandros is kind of a cool character, even though he really wasn't the best dad. To Darian, he was a great father. To Renault, he was not. He was kind of an ass. And he even admits that in the comic. which I can understand his reasoning, but at the end of the day, had he been nicer to Renault and actually showed similar love, he may not have died how he did. May not. Mograines are very interesting. I thought so. You underestimate my power. Elise, I definitely do not underestimate your power. I have all the faith that you can get all the information that I'm seeking summed up in there. I do not have that power. That is why I use AI for my videos to help with the script. What's going on, Bearded? Just hopping around on different tunes. Doing some random farming. Twitch was acting really weird. Like it was jumping around like a fool. It was not wanting to, you know. What's going on, Ezekiel? I have a question. Never played World of Warcraft before. Can you explain how I can, or what is the best way to play for beginner? Please and thanks. Happened to you at the start of the stream. Okay, cool. Oh. Why, thank you, Croach. Much appreciated. As far as like how you can play, you just go on to Battle.net or just look up World of Warcraft on Google. And you can... One second, let me just write something down real quick. Bearded. Okay. Okay. So, as far as how to play WoW, are you talking like how to download it or just in general how to play it? And the best way to play for a beginner, well, I mean, once you make the character, you can, well, here, I'll show you. Since I'll be hopping around anyways, so. Be sure, okay.
Is to serve you. Return and peruse my inventory again.
That is so cool. That is super cool. Oh, that's gonna help so much. Okay. So it's a good way to start. I mean, just hopping on. Now, when you hop into this screen to create the character, so whenever you first download it, you'll hop into here. I assume you're not going to have any of the allied races, but you pick any of the characters you want, Horde or Alliance, whatever your pick may be. And for craps and giggles, go with Orc. Sure, that's your name. Not gonna lie, it's actually a it's actually a good name. Ragnarok. So you go here. Now, for new players, I would definitely recommend Exile's Reach. It's not a perfect start and kind of explanation, it's how to do it. But it'll definitely get you through the beginnings as far as like how to attack, different mechanics for battle, stuff like that. If you just want to be thrown into the deep end, you can pick this one, which is the like actual starting zone for the character. This is literally for new players, so whichever you feel like picking. But then from there you just play. I mean, that's kind of the only way I can describe it. But you have so many options as far as how you can play. Whether you want to be a healer, DPS, or tank, you have some classes like a druid who can do all three of those. Well, 4 if you count range DPS and melee DPS. So, or if you want to do straight DPS, which is damage per second, in case you may not have known. Oh, it forces new players to go into Exile's Reach? Okay. I forgot about that, because I haven't been a new player in a long time. So yeah, new players will be put into Exile's Reach so you can kind of learn the basics. So we need the bank. Need to find the bank. There you are. Oh, my poor computer. One day I'll be able to upgrade you. In eventual time. But yeah, I mean, as far as to start, just make a character and dive in. There's really not a whole lot of prep that you can specifically do, but with it, there's a lot of lore that you can dive into, which, I mean, I have on my channel. If you're so interested to learn about the background of everything. The only downside, I would say, to how they currently do the leveling is a simple fact of you level very fast, which can be great. However, it can also be a detriment because some people may really just want to know about the lore and learn about the zones that they're in and the area that they're exploring. But the problem is that with how fast you level nowadays, you don't really get to experience the full expansion that you go for. Oh, total characters. Oh, this is so cool. I'll be definitely messing around with this. Mythic Plus. Mythic Plus. Me. That's funny. But yeah, I mean... But if you really want to know about the lore of WoW and kind of at a slower pace, but it is tougher, you can try Classic. But for a brand new player, I would definitely recommend just retail to get your how to play WoW. Step 1, don't. That's if you don't want to have a good time. So you're just missing out, Bearded. Thank you for helping me. No problem, man. I am always game to help if I can. So we need... But yeah, I mean, as far as tips and tricks, I don't really have anything. I'll continue to live vicariously through you. Happy to be the person that you do that with, too. I don't know exactly how to phrase that. But, yeah, I mean, there's no specific tips or tricks or anything like that. It's just... So for new players, retail is better. I would say for new players, yeah. Classic, I personally really enjoy Classic. It's much simpler as far as, well, it's tougher. Because in retail, you're not as squishy, I would say. You don't have to think quite as much about pulls and you can just enjoy. Classic, you have to think quite a bit more. You have to be more careful about your pulls. You have to... all of that when it comes to leveling. So I'd say retail is good for getting your feet wet to kind of understand what you enjoy about it or what you want to do. And then if you want to give yourself a bit of a challenge, you can go to Classic, which is a much slower leveling pace, but a much more... Can I move these up by chance? That'd be cool. Sort default, alphabetical. Okay. Ooh, can you level by level? Cool. Descending? Cool. Okay. Let's go alphabetical. Ooh. Total time played. I will never understand this because I've had this character since I started playing back when I was 15, but I only have back 15 years ago, but only 138 days played. I know I never deleted my druid, so I have no idea. Regardless, take your time and read the quests. It's worth it. Agreed. When I first started playing, I never read the quests. I just grabbed and go because I just loved playing the game. I didn't care much about the lore, but as time went on, I've grown to really enjoy the lore and actually understand what the heck I'm doing in the area. In your opinion, what's the most interesting allied race's story? That's a good question. I haven't really thought about that, to be honest. I haven't done the Earthen yet, so I can't really say one way or the other, but I do like the quest with Earthen. Literally the only one that I can say that I've done multiple times is the one where you basically help the dwarf, or the Earthen who has Alzheimer's, essentially. and he finally dies by the ocean, which was super sad, but I thought it was just a great story. But otherwise, I thought Maghar was pretty cool, with where you go and you find Yrel has kind of, you know, gone crazy and become a dictator and taken over. I don't remember all their stories. It's been so long since I unlocked the allied races. I only remember the Maghar because someone talked about it in stream recently. I think it might have been Orc. I'm trying to remember. I do enjoy the Void Elves. I think that lore is pretty cool. Like I said, I don't remember the specific quests for each of them, but the Zandalari I do like. I haven't been the biggest fan of the Kultiran. I don't know why. But I do have a Kultiran priest. Yeah. So it's kind of... This back in... I think this is Draenor. It was me, you doof. Well, it... Okay, then it was you and someone else. Because I'm pretty sure Orca talked about it as well. Okay, then Elise as well told me about it. But yeah. Otherwise, I genuinely can't remember the stories themselves. I just know what races I like. Okay. So yeah. He's good to go. That's so cool. The professions will really help me for sure.
Return and peruse my inventory again.
Oh, bloody hell. Disable. Earthen definitely surprised me with how much I appreciated their quest line and that specific quest you mentioned. I need to find the other quests that actually lead to unlocking the Earthen, because I can't... I haven't really cared to search for them, for starters. But... is there anything else I really want to get on this guy? Ooh, Trial. Never cared for the armor itself, but... Oh, I like that gear too. Blackwing... Molten Core. Could try Firelands. But let's do the other alts and just do that old switcheroo. So we did that. Hop on you. Oh, we're in Ashkahet. I will need to find a bank. I always wanted to play Dwarf, but always have been a Horde player. Understandable. I first started as Alliance, so I've always done ally tunes for the most part, minus... Eventually I decided to try Horde because a friend of mine was playing on Horde and I wanted to play with her. So I would switch occasionally to Horde, but Ally's always been my preferred faction to play. But I do enjoy to mess around on the Horde here and there. Oh, I love this set. Mooncloth set. Always one of my favorites. The fact that it took me so long to actually make is kind of sad. This one only had, yeah. Oh, she has tailoring. What should I choose? Horde or Alliance? What's the difference? There used to be a bigger difference as far as, like... I mean, everything. But over the years, they've kind of made it less of a huge deal which side you pick. And so... I just go with whichever one you like. There's no real wrong answer. Unless you ask certain people who would probably disagree with that, but, you know. Yeah. Personally, I started with Alliance, but I've got Alliance and Horde tunes, so I would say just pick whichever one tickles your fancy. Alliance is like stereotypical fantasy humans and elves. Horde is a band of misfits finding community in a hostile world. How would I save gameplay? Like recording your screen? Kind of a thing? Always gotta go with what you think is the coolest. That is literally how I made most of my character choices. And there's a reason why 98% of my gold goes to transmogging. That is the main reason. I need my character to look a certain way. Ooh. Oh wow, okay. Thanks when you hop off, if I ever. Jeez. Yeah, this character's getting boost. My god. Yes, please. I gotta play priest in PvP more. I always liked priest healing. Where the hell is the flight path? I can't remember. Oh, over here. Transmogging in any game is my vice. Seriously. It's ridiculous. The amount of gold that I spend on transmogs. Yeah, it's just a bit absurd. Like when I was able to farm the tier 4, 5, and 6 sets, oh, it was over. Like all my priests were going to have one of those sets rocking. Like these 3 sets are just awesome. Pretty much every class. I really can't think of a class. Well, Shaman. I think Shaman tier 5 is not my favorite. But otherwise, it's... yeah. It's 100% my vice. It's terrible. Oh, but as far as saving gameplay, you can just, I guess, record gameplay with OBS. If you want to. Does my priest need anything? Nax. Archivon. Ugh. That's the most annoying, is when that's the stuff you need. Favorite druid set? Ooh, that's a good question. Probably tier 5. I love tiers. I would probably have to pick tier 5, mostly because that was the main set that I rocked in BC. Because during BC I did a lot of PvP, and so I did a lot more. I got to Merciless gear, which is just a PvP version of the tier 5. And so I grew very fond of that. And then tier 6 I did love, but the problem was the simple fact of I didn't like have it. So when you go back to lobby or main screen, does it save where you left off? Yeah. Yeah, when you exit the game or whatever, it saves where you were at. Sent you a picture of my room. Curious. That's fantastic. I can guess what faction you play. I have a strong hint. I think it might be Horde. Might be Horde. Oh, to save your gameplay, like saving in the game. Oh, yeah, that's the... yeah, it just saves for you, man. No problem there. Yeah, when you hop off, it just saves. So you don't have to, like, save anywhere else. Yeah, sorry, I was very confused for a minute. Dude, amazing guess. You're spot on. Thank you, thank you. I may not pick up on a lot of signals, but I could figure out your cryptic message of what faction you prefer. I was able to piece that together through my amazing deduction skills.
I have an extended supply.
Ooh, what reagents do I have? Okay. A lot of Burning Crusade stuff, which, shocker. Okay.
My directive has been fulfilled.
Cool. On to the next tune. I had to represent Mooncloth. The fact that it's taken me this long to actually get that set is just sad. Because I remember loving seeing that set around Chatroth. Yeah, the second I learned how the Alliance treated the High Elves, there was no looking back for my loyalty. Understandable. I can respect that. Yeah, the Alliance might at first glance be seen as the quote-unquote good guys, but yeah, you look at the lore a bit, they haven't always done the most.
Welcome.
Well, they've been dicks. Just put it bluntly, they've been dicks. So yeah, I don't really need to go to the bank for her because, shockingly enough, I don't really have anything in the bank right now. Okay. Yeah, when I first started, I knew nothing about the lore. I just knew that night elves could shapeshift into druids, or that night elves could shapeshift and turn into cats and stuff. I was gone. Like, that's my tune. That is who I am picking. Remember my cousin showed me WoW, and they showed me the druid they had, and I was instantly hooked. I knew I was gone after that. Anduin and Lane were good leaders and kind, but the problem is their society nobility is very shady. Yeah, Varian got better after he dealt with essentially the beast within him, but he was always much more aggressive than Anduin is, which has bit Anduin in the butt a couple times, but end of the day, he's a lot more. Varian's hate and Thrall's negligence created Garrosh. Well, like, I think there was it was either a cutscene or a cinematic where, oh, it was the duel between Garrosh and Thrall, where Garrosh says, like, you created me, I never wanted this, you forced it upon me, kind of a thing. And I always thought that was, like, he's not wrong. He was not a leader, he was a warrior. Bane, my goat. Bane is awesome. I do like Bane. Like, yeah, there's so many characters I want to do videos for. Well, and like for certain characters, it just takes longer to do. Like for the Valera video, which that's TSM, wrong one. Oh, that's why. I was like, I'm clicking on it. For like the Valera video, that was a interesting time for me. Blacksmithing. Oh, that is just, oh, it's so nice. The UI for this is fantastic. If I wanted to do like a deep dive on the characters, I would read the book and basically go, oh, it'd be, all the videos would be like 10 hours long. Depending on if people would want that much, but it would take me forever to get any sort of videos done. So the wiki is my lifesaver. But I do try and check stuff and understand context for certain things. Yeah, the Scarlet Monastery key, I can get you one if you want. Scarlet Monastery key. Maybe? I want to say I do, but at the same time, I don't know.
Hello.
Oh my god, so many... Oh yeah, this is the guy that I would keep switching over. We should do a podcast. What would we do a podcast on? Just talk about WoW stuff? Legion blacksmithing. This guy a blacksmith? For Scarlet Monastery of old. I don't think I do. Any good WoW books you'd recommend? I like Sylvanas. Oh my god, I'm forgetting the frickin' name. Bloody hell. One sec. I have the book, I just need to check. Wolfheart is a good one. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, Wolfheart, Sylvanas, Arthas, Illidan, Before the Storm, and the comic if you can get it, the Sunwell trilogy. I really like that one. Kind of goes into the backstory of a character that you really don't know anything about. Or if you've run through Sunwell, you might know of her, but that's literally the extent of it. I will say, I personally read or listened to the, my brain is not functioning right now, audiobook of Sylvanas. I would definitely recommend that, since it's read by the voice actress of Sylvanas, and she absolutely crushes it. She had me feel things I didn't want to feel. Mostly because I can be too sensitive about certain things, and it made me sad. But yeah, it's really good. I say War of the Ancients because of the turbo goat, Broxigar. I cannot disagree with that. I definitely cannot disagree with that.
Peace be with you.
Is that really all I had? Jeez. Patty is stupid talented. Like, yeah. Pretty sure I've already spoiled it countless times throughout my streams, but yeah, there's a certain scene with her brother where I was, yeah, it took me to a very sad place. So, mostly because it hit real life pretty hard, so. Broxigar is the only orc known to have actually injured Sargeras. So, he's a Bamf. He's an absolute Bamf. Oh, I'm gonna use this so much. Oh, it's just so nice. Thank you so much for telling me about this one. Oh, while we're here, we can visit an auction house to get the WoW token. Oh yeah, yeah, Broxigar. I'm pretty sure I mentioned him in one of my videos, and I actually talk about him. It might have been Garrosh's video or Gromosh. Either way, I know I talked about Broxigar. I could not tell you what specific video or anything, but I know I talked about him. Didn't he get like sucked into the time ways, and so he was on a adventure with Krasis and Ronan, I believe. I can't remember the full details, but I remember Krasis and Ronan were going through the time streams. Oh, I love this set. Oh, it's so good. Oh. For a minute, I was really confused why he was a blood elf.
Greetings. Go with honor, friend.
Talents? Oh, okay. They were gonna make his axe one of the warrior artifacts, but Blizz thought nobody would want a nature axe. Who the hell would care? It's a bloody axe. Like, this just seems like a win. Acquires the Halo talent. Where's the Halo talent? Not a fan when I have to try to locate crap like this, but Divinity, Afterlife. Where the hell is the Halo talent? I know what it looks like. Or so I thought. There you are. Yeah. Yeah, people that knew the warrior lore were like, what do you mean? I could have had the Axe of Cenarius? Exactly. Like, that's wins all around. Not even a question. It's just wins all around. Druids are just too cool. Agreed. They got me hooked on WoW, and I haven't looked back ever since. Okay, this guy has no professions. I should probably one day actually spend time leveling all my professions and actually try to, you know, get them to max. Could try PvP. I have some PvP gear, but I don't know how out of date it is. To be fair, it's probably pretty out of date. Do I need to bug you to write some fun lore for your characters? I don't know. It's never been something I've thought about, and so it's...
You need something?
I'm sure I could come up with something if I really tried, but I just never cared to.
Be careful.
Never something I've just thought about. I'm going through and doing it, so I'm ready for crafting furniture. Absolutely. I really hope they add a new... Is there different games of retail? Retail, no. Retail is just retail, so it's just your classic live, or just your WoW live. But there's other options in the menu you can do if you click on the Warcraft tab. So you would see Live Classic, which would be World of Warcraft Classic, which is the vanilla version of WoW. Then you have Cataclysm Classic, which is the third expansion. Oh, is the player housing out yet? It is not. Which one should I start? Because retail is best for beginners. Just start with Live World of Warcraft. You are welcome. I hope you enjoy it, man. I could argue that Classic, Cataclysm, plus Mists are old retail. Technically, yeah. Player housing is not out, sadly. They're still working out all the fine-tuning and such.
Farewell.
But I am super, super psyched for everything that I've been seeing. Darkmoon Charger, Emerald Snail. Ooh, so cool. Yeah, exactly what Elise said. Start with live, take your time, explore, read quests, enjoy, and immerse. But if you're confused about, is there a release date for the housing update? It's coming out with midnight, I believe. So whenever midnight is set to release. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, end of the expansion. I believe it's coming out with midnight, so.
King's honor, friend.
Midnight next X pack? Yes, it is. Yeah, it's the. Pretty sure ethereals are going to be. Ethereal / void are probably going to be the main enemies. No problem, Ezekiel. Happy to help. As much as I can.
Safe
I
travels.
never really cared much for Monk, but I do enjoy the healing of it. So all I do is look up World of Warcraft. For downloading the game? I mean, if it sells for a lot, I don't want you to, like, waste gold on it for me. Just go to that website, and it'll, you can subscribe and download there. If you click try free, then you can try the game for free for, I think it's up to a certain level. I want to say it's level 20, but it's been a while, so I can neither confirm nor deny. I can farm them whenever. This is for a friend. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate it. And I can definitely do a video on it, so I would definitely use the footage and use that for sure. Okay. How would I know which one is... let me show you real quick. I should be able to do this. In theory. If this works how I think. Yeah. So right here, when you download this client, you're going to see this. Click on this right here, and you're going to see Live Classic, which is these two. You don't want these for brand new. You want this one down here for live. So if you click on this, it'll take you to the version that I'm playing. And then in the future, if you want to go to Classic and actually try that out for, you know, Curiosity. You'd click on that, and then when you have this in the selection right here, you can play that and you can open WoW Classic. And then same thing for Cataclysm or whatever other classic versions they have. But yeah, that's how you would do it. So hopefully that is clear. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed as much as I have for so many, many years. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. One more. Mm-hmm. Surprisingly enough, I'm not too worried about getting a gear update. Yeah, it's this one. So it's this one right here. When you're in this launcher, you just scroll down on this tab right here, and you can log in with this. Or you just click that and then you can log in. Would you like to teleport now? No, I would not like to teleport. I've been only playing for 7 years and it's all I think about. She is not lying. WoW is life, WoW is love. And I definitely understand.
Safe travels.
No problem, my dude. One add-on can totally throw a stream in a completely separate direction. WoW is also hate, violence, and desolation. Death to my enemies. Yeah, it is also that. Haven't played too much. I haven't played too much this X-Pack myself, so hoping Dells would hook me more. I mean, obviously everyone has their own draws and interests, but I would say I agree with Elise. The questing is awesome. And the storyline for me is really good, so I have no complaints about it. I'm not as diehard as I once was, but I still sink a number of hours into it. Is it true the game is very time consuming? It's as time consuming as you make it. I mean, some people just can't tear themselves away. Others are, you know, they can hop on, do their thing, hop off.
My directive has been
Like when I first started playing, it was all consuming, mostly because I was a teenager.
calibrated my
And
process to be
WoW was
used.
absolutely life and love. Not a doubt, not a question. What are my professions? Mining and skinning. Smart.
My thanks for your patronage.
First time walking into Hollowfall. Oh my lord. It is. That is definitely magical. For me, Ardenweald was probably the one that I just kind of... In recent years, Nagrand has always been my favorite. Like, hands down, bar none, my favorite has always been Nagrand. Whether Draenor or Outland. Love them both. But I remember going into Ardenweald for the first time and just kind of awestruck at how it looked. It was gorgeous. And then Hollowfall is similar. But Nagrand and then Ardenweald. And then Hollowfall for sure. I don't think I have a bank here yet, since it's the first tier. War Spear, yeah. Nagrand. Hey, again. For my, I'm not perfect, I'm sorry. I try. See, now, I did say Metzen was the god of WoW. But, God has also made mistakes. So, you know. I say I make no promises for how I speak just freely. I've been saying Nagrand for 18 years. It's not going to be an overnight fix, Lise. I'm sorry. Really like the main story. All the zones I really liked exploring once I finished the story and got Earth and just slowly lost interest. I understand that. I mean, end of the day, it's whatever draws you in. Nah. Like I said, Elise, you have... I know pronunciation is a big thing with you, but... You have to give me some slack. It has been 18 years of calling it one thing. I can only do so much in so little time. Hey, I went back and re-recorded stuff for Scholomance. Or... Stratholme. Stratholme. I was like, wait, no, I didn't get Scholomance wrong. Strat. I went back and re-recorded stuff because I knew it was wrong. I gotta get some credit for that. You think me patient? Well, I mean... this... There we go. Receiving enough. Why is YouTube all of a sudden not receiving enough? You see in the comments for your hard work too. I appreciate that. Like I say, I try my best. I try. But if you're gonna be friends with me, you're gonna have to pick up a little bit of patience when it comes to my pronunciation of things. Especially with WoW, when I've been pronouncing it one way since it released. Where the hell's the bank here?
Strength and honor.
Oh, I'm literally in front of it.
May your blades never dull.
What's up?
There we go.
Keep it real.
I mean, that is the cold hard truth. If you want to be friends with me, you're gonna have to give some patience for me pronouncing certain things. Well, in free talk, in in the videos, I will actively try to ensure I say the correct pronunciation. Can't find the bank, can't say the words, what am I gonna do with you? Don't know. I don't know, probably just take me out back and just
Have you any news?
take me out of my misery.
Eleonora Akar.
It's the only thing that makes sense.
Need help?
Teasing because it's fun and you give me crap too. Well, obviously. I have to. It's like a rule, I'm pretty sure. I don't know where, but I'm pretty sure it's a rule somewhere. Hollowed walls. Yeah, that one I didn't catch. In my defense for that, the walls are hollow because there's a lot of dead people in them. So there's a lot of hollow spaces for the dead people. So it's still creepy. Or it's hollow so that way the light can hold them up. There you go. Is that a good answer? Probably not, but hey, it's the one I'm going with. To close some of these. Don't need 4 YouTube tabs open, that's for sure. That's fine. Yeah, the hollowed walls. What's the name of that new zone with Belladar? I'm not sure. You need to refresh my memory on that one. Looking forward to when my mom gets back from Ireland. She's gonna make some chili. She said it's super easy to make, but I'm lazy and I figure I get to hang out with my mom then. So it seems like a win-win. After I switch over from this rogue, I'll hop onto Dornagal. I don't know if my other characters... As much as I love the Worgen idea, I've never been a fan of the design of the Worgen. I don't know why. I just never have. Like, they're cool, but just, I don't know.
Hi. Off with ya.
I love werewolves. Werewolves are freaking awesome. But yeah, I could never really get behind Worgens for playing them. Dornagal. I think I needed footage for a video, so I made that rogue. Since it's like a good portion of my tunes lately. I make them just to get footage for a video. Oh, do I need to hop on a horde? You got your Draenei. Only takes like 5 minutes to load in the main city. I can't wait until I can, well, throw this computer into a wall. I love that I can't even, like, see. Oh, there you are. Thank you, thank you. Love your channel, mate. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you you enjoy the content. Dear Lola? Dear Lola 1? I still can't believe that the channel's almost at 10k, 10,000 subs. It kind of blows my mind. Okay, we probably won't go through all of them. Do we have any that I know are from... It's like you had one. Wonder if you've done the quest. Maybe? I honestly have no idea. Love to you too. I appreciate it. I see the Storm Rage book may interest me. Are there any other Druid or Tauren books? Getting the Tauren heirloom armor was a great quest line. I'm not sure specifically, like... Tauren? I mean, the first one that comes to mind... Well, no, that's not really... It's not really Druid. Malfurion is a pretty main character, but it's not really about him or the Druids. Which is, Wolfheart. Elise might know. I'm not sure if she might know a more Druid or Tauren book specifically. The Chronicle books are also a good read, I think. They're obviously not focused specifically on one or the other, but it's just a... You get a general sense of the story and everything.
Join the Flames' radiance in defending Hallowfall. I have many, many wares.
Alright, let's... Don't need that. Don't... Alright, we need that. Don't need this. Don't need that. Okay.
May your feet find
Let's
good trails.
switch. I haven't played this character since my video talking about Drustvar. It has been many moons since I've played her. Alright. Harbor. Romance novel got milk. Oh, that's so bad. Then just that's beautiful, but oh my god, the visual in my head. It's not sexy. It's not sexy at all.
See you later.
Yeah, there are sections in the shattering for sure. Yeah. Don't really need a gear update when I already got a gear update. Doesn't really make sense now, does it? I can't do anything.
Potential customer.
Address this. I'm pretty sure Thrall is a main character in it. The elements are not cooperating with him, so he has to kind of figure out what's going on. I know it covers shaman stuff, I just can't remember exactly how deep into the shaman stuff they go. War of the Ancients, yeah. War of the Ancients, a lot of Malfurion and Tyrande. And the foundational moments for the Night Elves. I don't think there's anything more druidy. Yeah, I mean, your best bet is what Elise said. War of the Ancients, Shattering, or Malfurion book, or Stormrage. I feel like with those you would get your kind of fix for what you're going for, but I don't think it's all in one book. Is the WoW movie good or accurate? I haven't seen it in a while, in a number of years. I remember I enjoyed it when I saw it, but I didn't know much of the lore back then, so I'd have to rewatch it and figure out if it's actually accurate. From what I've heard and what people have said, it's not the most accurate, but it is still fun. I still thoroughly enjoyed it. So I mean, I would recommend it just to check it out, but like I say, as far as confirmation of in-game stuff or how well it follows the lore, I don't think it follows it all that well.
Down on you.
I do have a 3-hour video talking about the creators of Azeroth, which is the world that WoW is placed in, if you wanted to like start there. And they're also divided into 3 separate videos if you want it as well. But people seem to like that video. Yeah. Sadly not. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a Warcraft 1. It's being marketed as a WoW movie, misled a lot of people and confuse them because there's like nobody we know from WoW except Khadgar. Yeah, that would make sense. It didn't bother me personally. I still enjoyed it. Just subscribe, I'll check it out. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for joining the fun. And hopefully you enjoy the videos. And Hopefully you don't get too lost. There's a lot, so it's understandable how it could be overwhelming at times. But as far as like the beginning of WoW and like Azeroth in general, my video talking about the gods, the old gods, the titans, and the keepers are kind of the just beginning of the world. Yeah, we're just gonna... Ain't no one got time for that. Now I kind of need to rewatch the Warcraft movie and try to see how much I enjoy it today. I'm sure I'll still enjoy it. It's hard. There's very few movies where I like just dislike them and have no real good things to say about them. I watched before I knew anything about Warcraft and I liked it. Durotan was easily my favorite. Durotan was pretty awesome. And then I forget who he played. He played one of the orcs. It might have been Doomhammer. His actor was actually, again, I'm not sure if it's Doomhammer, but he was actually a big fan of WoW, and so it was a geeky dream of his to get to play in the movie. I guess I've been incommunicado for too long. My brother asked me if I'm alive. Let me know when we can do a watch party. Hell yeah, that'd be dope. Did you like the South Park episode about WoW? I did. I thought it was funny. And the funny thing was that I never watched any other South Park episode for years. Like, that was the only South Park episode I ever watched from beginning to end. And even to this day, I think I've only watched a handful of South Park episodes. South Park definitely seems like my kind of messed up humor, so I may have to actually sit down and check it out. This one. Nope, I died. Oh, the amount of times that I've said that. So many.
Valdrakken welcomes all.
I do love this gear set. The frickin' shoulders, oh my god. Frickin' killed it with the shaman. So good. I think we'll probably try doing some PvP on my druid. Controlled. Trying to think of ones that would actually have stuff. I can go through later and get all of them. Ancients and the Shattering seem neat. I'll probably go with those. Thanks for the info on those guys. No problem. Happy to help out if I can. Thanks at least for the more descriptors than I could give. Descriptors are not always my strong suit. Where the hell am I?
We can brew a powerful draft of demon detection with the right pile of entrails.
Teleport,
Collect them for me,
Dalaran,
and together we will
Crocodiles.
retake Faranar.
So I got the audiobook for Wolfheart, and I listened to that at work. I really like that. And then the Sylvanas one, and Illidan. I really like the Illidan book. Yeah, full PvP gear. I think I do, but it's not like great. I got it pretty quickly, so I'm not totally sure exactly. And it's been a while since I've actually checked it
You
out.
need something? Farewell.
Okay. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Cargo. Me no words. I like to think that I know words, but very common and very frequently I'm proven wrong. So many times. Terrible. Alright, so let's check out what PvP gear I actually have. 421. I still would recommend the quest line for the Torn Heirloom armor. Maybe I'm a bit biased, but it was good. I have not done it. I still need to do the Undead Heritage armor because it's got Sylvanas at the end of it, and I'm going to need her for her video. Just let me know if you want Bloodthirsty Drana to point at your enemies. I definitely will. I have no idea if that's actually, but we'll just go with it. I don't remember if I actually did. I don't think I got the headpiece. I can't remember. Okay. I guess I was working on the PvP set, but I didn't really get too far, I guess. Okay. 5. Okay, that's one reason. Okay. Alright.
Shop, browse.
Now we gotta go for my Merciless. Love this set.
Good fortune to
Yeah.
all friends of the Grummles.
So, how much PvP do I even have? Not a lot, I can guarantee you that. Oh, it's over here. Group finder. I really wish that I was. Okay, so let's check real quick.
My directive is to
Okay, so I do actually have stuff. Backside of Alright, well that's definitely better. Waist, belt. I feel like skip over the shoulders. Oh, they're literally underneath. I'm an idiot. Doesn't 7. New PC going to do wonders. If I can ever afford one, absolutely. I would jump at the chance to get a new frickin' PC. The amount of times that I've wanted to throw this one against the wall and beat it with an axe and hammer and flamethrower are immense. Are so immense. Okay, I just can't wear that headpiece. I just can't. I just simply can't.
My thanks for your patronage.
It's against just everything, truly. That is a sexy hat right there. Yeah, I only have like,
an
yeah,
extended
300.
supply of goods for outlanders.
Can you get anything for 300? No. 500.
My
25,
directive
yeah.
has been fulfilled.
I mean, the day that I can actually run into the Best Buy or whatever, wherever it is that I buy PC and actually get a new one. Should I play on a gaming computer? I mean, it's always recommended to ensure that you check the specs of the game and then plus make sure that it runs on your PC, but specifically a gaming computer, it'll help, obviously, but just compare the specs of the game to your computer, and if they match, you should be fine. The only problem is that in certain like major cities, you could have issues if your computer can't handle it. So it just all depends. But yeah, if you can swing a gaming computer, I would say yes, but again, just double check the specs of the game compared to your PC and go from there. I think after stream I'll probably be working on the Mograine video. I'm of course going to make it harder on myself. So I'm going through each of the what's a good PC to start. That's something I can't help you with. I have no idea. I literally, so what I would do if I was you here, minimum X for Warcraft. So if you follow that article, it'll show you the specs for WoW. So if your computer fits those recommended specs or the minimum specs, you should be okay. But like I say, I don't know enough about PCs to recommend specifics of things. So sadly, I can't really help you there.
I have just the thing. Water up.
Wonder, did I have? I think back then I used a two-handed. If I remember correctly. It was Hammer of Judgment, which is cool.
May your feet find good trails.
Prized Aspirant's leather armor. Okay. PvP, save. You're welcome. Not a problem, not a problem. Let's be sure, switch that. 45, 5, 57. 57. Definitely this one. 84. What's this one? 600. So that one. Okay. Healing, save, good. Cool. All right. Woot. Let's go. Let's see how bad I do. This is this is gonna be funny. Because it's been a minute since I've actually done PvP. And the way I heal will probably confuse people. Namely the fact that I don't use add-ons. I will say, I would just love 1 month of ad revenue where I could just pay off my debts. That would be amazing. But slow and steady. Although to be honest, if I look at the graph, it's slow and steady, but also quite fast. I'm not sure if I should do a special video for 10K. I probably won't, but I might do like a stream or something. For the Alliance. I'm about to get wrecked so hard. Like, it's gonna be so bad. Blacksmith is usually the best one to go for just to get overall control, but Goldmine has a special place in my heart. Oh, little doggy following me, Weechi. Oh, we about to get wrecked. Yeah, we about to get wrecked. Yep. It's been so long. My PvP reflexes are crap right now. farm. I've only done less than a handful of PvP matches, but healing always felt so fleeting. Like I couldn't keep up. That's understandable. For me, it's always the worst when you're just starting out and you're trying to get the gear. That's always the worst. There's never a doubt there. But as the gear gets better, there is a noticeable difference in how you can survive and how well you can heal others. It's just very frustrating to go through everything to get to that point. But I always have loved I get to annoy people by healing others. And if you have the right gear, you can be really annoying, which is great. I love that. So I know for me, I've gotten up to 50,000 honorable kills and I'm working my way to 100. I don't know if that thank you heals was aimed at me, but you're welcome. No, we didn't need that. I think the stream has died a bit, but hey, it's an audio stream. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why, it's saying that it's having trouble with the video. It's not getting enough video for YouTube to run it smoothly for whatever reason, which I don't understand because it was working fine like 2 days ago. Not even. But I am actually recording my stream and I plan to post it on my... I'll post it on my VOD channel as well. Oh, balls. Come on. Bollocks. Bollocks. Survive. Live. Come on. Probably gonna interrupt me, but that's fine. Crap, you didn't interrupt me? Sweet. Twitch is looking a bit better. Interesting. Usually it's the other way around. YouTube's usually the one that looks better. Okay, it's just hunter pets. Nope, looks like one... No, okay, it's hunter pets. Okay, I have no idea how I survived that. Zero clue. Oh, balls. I am out of mana. Fudge knuckles. Facer. Oh, bollocks, where are you at? Oh, I'm boned. I'm so screwed. Oh, there you are. Yes. Come on, come on. Survive. Come on. Live, friend, live. Oh, son of a biscuit. Oh, this is too fun. It's been forever since I've done this. I'm so dead though. Oh my god. No mana. Shoot, this is the worst. Where I wish someone would just insta-kill me. Okay. Only real chance is to hopefully something revives here. That is literally my only chance. Come on. Just need something. Fine, this is so mean. Just need a little more mana. This is just painful, man. Like, I don't want to go down without a fight, and I can't help you, I'm sorry. Although, to be fair, that's probably what they want. Son of a butternut squash, man. Oh, can't battle rest. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, that's too fun. But yeah, if the YouTube stream is looking a little wonky, Twitch seems to be performing a touch better. So that might be an option. Oh, I was so close. I just ran out of frickin' mana. So mean. So mean. Alright, Wukong. There you go. Get you all healed. Ah. Ooh, thank you for the follow release. Much appreciated. Yeah, I don't know if it's my internet, my computer, or just whatever the case may be. But for some reason, it's funny because, yeah, I don't know. Come on. I thought someone was claiming the flag, so I wasn't even thinking about it. Come on. My computer may have also just been on for too long, so it has cache issues as a possibility. Or cache issues. So what I might do is end the stream and then wait a couple hours and then go again, possibly. See if that changes anything. But it literally could just be that. Which I forgot to turn off the computer and everything. That might be what we do after this deal. Thanks, Cofton. We can do this. Or we can't, I don't really know. This warrior does not like me, though. Oh, I'm dead. Come on. Ah. Nerds. Yeah, if anything, that's what I'll probably do. So after this battleground, didn't realize you also spawn those trees. Yeah, it's a new talent that they brought in. Well, technically, they had done a similar ability in the past with balance, where they spawned the tree ants and they attacked for you. But it's a new one to me that I've noticed that they actually heal for you. So I love the ability. Don't fight on the roads, people. That's like rule number 1. It's literally rule number 1 of any PvP. Let's see if I can. Nope. Why are y'all on the road? No, kill the priest. Forget the Shadow Fiend. Kill the priest. Oh, bollocks. Yeah, when you have... Yeah, it's awesome. Haven't played much Resto. As much Resto as Bear. Yeah, Resto's just always been the one that I gravitate towards. I don't exactly know why. I just enjoy the healing. It could be my middle child syndrome and wanting to annoy as many people as possible without being like rude about it. But not dying is a solid way to annoy people. And so I really enjoy that. I don't know how people know, but I also have a VOD channel where I just post the streams in case people may want that as well. Since I'll have it be recording, so the stuttering and stuff won't be happening. But I don't know how people really watch VOD channels. But I figured why not.